What's the danger in facing a team so soon after you guys had beaten them by so much?
Human nature, let down. You know, you think, okay, that's the same team that came in here a couple of weeks ago, and they're not. You know, they're going to come in high beam zone. They have their all-star back in the lineup. They're not on a back-to-back, so they'll be a dangerous team. And again, we got to fight human nature. We went through that in the game of the Philadelphia game to show that, hey, anybody can beat anybody if you're not locked in and focused.
I don't know if underrated is quite the word, but Paul Millsap is an all-star, as you say. And he's been doing basically the same thing for the last 4, 5, 6 years, even back to Utah. What does he do that makes him so effective?
Well, he's a man. He's physically, imposing. He imposes his will physically. He's strong. He just knows how to play. He utilizes the pump fake very well. He knows how to slip out of screens very well. He knows all the tricks of the game. Don't know if Karl Malone taught him all those things or not, but he's got all the tricks, the pump fakes, the shot fakes, whatever you want to do in the half-court game offensively. And he's probably got a set of the best defensive hands in the league. So that's what makes him an all-star. And like you said, he's proven it over the years. And they dearly missed him a couple of weeks ago when he was here, when they were here.
How's Lucas
He's
doing?
fine.
Hey, Coach, lots being made about the team's offensive efficiency being best in NBA history right now. Does that mean anything to you?
No, it doesn't right now. It's early. Again, you got to continue to do it. You got to continue to come out and impose your will. It's a great caveat to have, but I think you got to have balance. You got to have balance in this league. If you're, first in offense and last in defense, it's not worth a hill of beans. So I think you got to have balance in the league. I like our offense. I like the way we're playing. We're utilizing the screens. We're passing the ball. We're making shots. But again, we still have to be consistent on the defensive end. It's not from a lack of effort. We're doing some things that, are not smart, not thinking the defensive end. We're playing hard, but we're not, executing technique and schemes and doing some things that we're making mistakes on that we shouldn't be.
It doesn't seem like with the defense not being quite where you want it to be, it's not like you're getting burned in transition a ton. Like this is mostly stuff, like as you say, not executing, right?
A lot of it is one-on-one technique, foot position, stance, which way you're going to direction you're going to dictate the ball, all the little things that you do in a one-on-one situation. Now, it's not usually lack of effort is transition defense, and that hasn't been our issue. Our issue is one-on-one, I'm guarding you, and have pride in doing that and understanding the technique and thinking the part. Who am I closing out to? Where am I at on the floor? How am I going to guard this guy? What do I need to do in that situation? So the thinking part of the defensive end is where we got to improve.
A lot of really good things are being said about your team right now. Are you paying any attention to that, or are you pretty much blocking that?
It never will, never has. The negative or the positive. Again, we're here, it's a day-to-day grind, a day-to-day marathon, and so that's why you got to be consistent, good or bad, and understand which way you want to go, and leave all the questions to Eric.
Can you share your thoughts on Craig Sagan before you go?
Yeah, I remember when TNT really first got going, he was one of the first to do the sideline reporting, and when you saw him, you knew it was a big game. And, I remember back in Seattle and in Dallas, had him a lot. Just a heck of a personality. I got to know him personally through Randy Whitman, who was my assistant in Minnesota. They own a group of restaurants together, sports bars together. And so got to know him personally from that standpoint. Just a colorful guy, full of life. And, we lost a legend, and again, it's amazing how sometimes we take things for granted. And health is one thing you can't take for granted. And we should be thankful for good health each and every day, as I'm sure Craig would tell you if he was here.